In the last video, we studied about the cranial fossa and its divisions. Now let us see the anterior cranial fossa in detail in this picture. Now, what you see in the blue color, this is the frontal, that's orbital plate of the frontal bone on right and left. Okay. Now that represents the roof of your orbital cavity. Okay. So if I break open this, you will reach your orbital cavity or where your eyeballs are located on right and left. Is it clear? Now, in the center, we know it's a nose. So this bone is the ethmoid bone. This in the center called the crista galli, and on either side there are dotted uh, or sieved place for the cribriform plate of the ethmoid bone. So the ethmoid bone technically forms from here forms the roof of the nasal cavity. So nose in the center and two eyes are on either side. Now just a part. In the last session I discussed about the sphenoid bone in detail. Just a part of the sphenoid bone, that is the lesser wing of the sphenoid bone. Can you see the lesser wing of the sphenoid bone? It is articulating with the frontal uh, bone on either side, the orbital plate of the frontal bone on the either side, and in the center it is articulating with the ethmoid bone. With you can also see an anterior clunar process projecting backwards. Okay, so this forms the anterior cranial fossa. And one more thing to note, you can see the cribriform plate of ethmoid, and I told you the nasal cavity is inferior to this. So the olfactory nerves which are arising from the mucosa of the nasal cavity will pierce this. Okay, this pierce this cribriform fossa and will come out. So the cranial nerve number 1 is seen here in the anterior cranial fossa. Thank you.